Manchester United derby win tonight adds up to Pep Guardiola's frustration, struggling this season in his 11th game, winning just one. Vardio of City gave Manchester City the early lead in the 36th minute of the game, and Amad Diallo in the second half in the 88th minute won a penalty for Manchester United that Bruno Fernandes converted. In the 90th minute, Amad Diallo got a pass from Martinez, took a flip over Ederson and volleyed home the winner for Manchester United, making Ruben Amorim the new Manchester United manager, the first manager since Ferguson to win his first debut derby as Manchester United coach. Here are some reactions from the Manchester United fans.
You look very, very much happy today.
I'm very, very happy.
Okay.
I need to silence the noisy neighbors.
The noisy neighbors. Okay, so this is a second win in the EPL for Ruben Amorim. So how excited are you for this
I'm not
win
that
today?
excited. I'm just excited that Manchester United won against Man City.
Okay.
But winning just 2 Premier League matches out
In
of
5 matches.
about 5 or what?
Five matches in the EPL.
It's not encouraging for a club like Manchester United.
Okay.
So I'm not pleased with that.
Okay, so what's your reaction to today's match? Manchester United were down 1-0, and then we have a comeback with goals from Bruno Fernandes with a penalty won by Amad Diallo from Nunes foul, and then the winning goal was scored by Amad Diallo. So what's your reaction to that?
You can see that they are beginning to build on the winning mentality, like Ole Gunnar did in his time.
Yeah.
When Manchester United were losing matches 2 goals down, in the time of Ole Gunnar, you can see that Manchester United have the ability to still win 4-2, 3-2 against the opponent.
Okay.
That's what I just saw today.
Okay.
It's just like a nostalgia. I'm very, very happy for that.
So this happiness in retrospect, just like you made mention just now.
Yes.
All right, so this win today, just like we said earlier, is the second win for Ruben Amorim. How can this win boost that confidence for that Manchester United side? Because we have seen how they have struggled, especially in the EPL. In 5 matches in the EPL, they have won just 2 out of it. So how can this match boost the team's confidence?
Forget the fact that City is not playing well.
Okay.
They are playing well but not winning.
Okay.
They are not lucky in terms of winning. You can see their dominance, especially from first half.
Okay.
But any club that, especially for a big club who has fallen, like just Manchester United, if you can beat Manchester City, I think any other club, especially from the small clubs,
Okay.
you can see that you can still make from the 13th position, at least you can make up to 15th.
Okay.
Sorry, 5th or 6th, out of 4.
All right. So far so good. While the game was going on, I think I noticed some frustration from some of the fans, for some of the players that play today, especially players like Dalot and even Onana. So what do you have to say about their performance so far under Ruben Amorim?
For Dalot, throughout the season, he has been very, very poor in performance.
Okay.
Even today, while other players were playing well, he was doing errors, making errors, and not confident enough.
Okay.
You can see Ahmad and Dalot. They are playing from the same wing, fullback, wing backs.
Yes.
I see Ahmad creating chances, making attempt to score goals and all that, but you don't see that coming from Dalot.
Okay.
So Dalot, I don't think if they are selling players out this season or next season or in the next transfer, it should be in that list. They should go for that transfer fee Real Madrid are offering. I think to make a good way to sign a new left back.
Okay, so last question before we go. Bruno Fernandes at the game today, he had before the comeback started with the penalty he scored, he had a very good chance with a pass from Højlund, and then the chance was wasted. You know, in the game, aside the penalty he scored, I don't think many of the fans were impressed with his performance. So what do you have to say with Bruno Fernandes' performance now presently compared to the Bruno Fernandes that we know before?
Scoring that penalty and celebrating
Yes.
after losing that big chance created by Holland. I was very, very ashamed of him.
Okay.
He shouldn't celebrate. Rather, he should have gotten to win the game. But he went to celebrate and was forming something. I don't understand.
I think as a captain, he should have taken the ball and then got
And the Bruno I knew is not the Bruno that is playing today.
Okay.
When Bruno came from Sporting, you saw that he broke some records.
Yes.
For midfielder.
He was scoring week in, week out.
Scoring. I think he scored about 31 goals also in that season.
Yes.
That's not the Bruno I knew.
Okay.
I think the performance he's putting on is coming. He wants to play like an elite player.
Okay.
Which is not. He's just a good player.
Okay.
He's not an elite player. He should work towards playing like an elite player, not acting like an elite player. The passes he's giving, the little touches, he wants to score a world-class goal. All these things is not meant for Manchester United.
Okay, so if you are opportune to meet Ruben Amorim, the Manchester United coach today, what message or advice can you give to him that you think would help him in that Manchester United job?
Well, I would tell him that if you want to win matches,
okay,
use the players that are willing to play for you.
Okay.
Like Ahmad, Masrai, you saw that Masrai deleted Duku.
Okay.
Maguire, you saw when I told you about corners and set pieces, a player like Maguire should be in your defense.
Okay.
You saw that he made those clearances, heading clearances and all that.
Yes.
And she made away with players like Lindelof.
Okay.
You saw what he almost cost us towards the time minute.
Okay.
Nodding that ball to
the corner.
Instead of clearing it, that ball should be cleared with your leg, not with your head. Okay. But it's not confident. Those players are not Manchester United made players.
Okay.
They should do away with those players. Like Rashford as well. Not performing Garnacho. Okay. Do away with those players. Bring in players that are willing to play matches.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I have for you.
So thank you for having you today.
You're welcome.
How happy are you for this comeback win for Manchester United today against City?
The joy in me is massive, very, very massive. I feel very joyful concerning this win against Man City because from the beginning of the game, a lot of comments from different angles.
From the back,
yes, and I was very happy that we came out.
Shot the
I'm very, very happy.
Okay, so during the game today, what is the disturbing thing that you notice in that Manchester United squad during the game?
The only disturbing thing I noticed there is Dalot.
Okay.
Because the formation that man is using, that person, that Dalot to be precise, is not helping the formation at all. Because that left side, sure is back from injury. I don't know why he's not using him. And instead of using Dalot in that wing, I prefer Martinez. I prefer Martinez from that wing because Dalot is not doing anything. As for me, I said it from the beginning that if they can solve Dalot from that game, Man U will win the ball. But at the end, he played full time quite okay. But the goals, if you notice, the goals were not coming from his side because he was not playing anything in the game. Rather, he was killing us. That was my only fear in the game. If not, the man did very well by starting Ahmed in the best position. I thought in my mind before the formation, before the game, that was where I was thinking Ahmed was going to start, and I was very happy that he started him at that point. I'm very happy the man is coming to light concerning the starters in Manchester United.
All right. So Manchester United is a big club in England, and they are known for winning against rivals like Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool. So for today's game, Man United going 1-0 down and then winning a penalty scored by Bruno Fernandes. Some fans have expressed their frustration with his action when he scored that penalty. Many people were thinking that he would take the ball, go to the middle line and then fight for the win. He went on celebrating as if he came there for a draw and not for a win.
Playing with a big club like Man City,
yes,
I could say that any goal is very important because even that draw self, to me as a Manchester United fan, even the fact that we were still 13th in the table, I was impressed because any goal against Man City is a big goal for me. Okay. So scoring that penalty because even as a human being that he is, the pressure on him playing that penalty alone, what celebration, like very big celebration. So that celebration that he did is not a bad one, because I didn't see him delaying time in that celebration. He did what he had to do, and then go for the celebration, and then went back to the game immediately. That is the spirit, and I'm not angry towards that celebration. So that celebration is okay.
Okay, so if you should meet Ruben Amorim, Manchester United coach today, what advice can you give to him that you think will help him in turning things around for Manchester United?
If I could meet Amorim, the only advice I will give him is very simple.
Okay.
You know, he's trying, because if you are a fans that don't just come to the field to do bad belle and listen to commentators, you will listen. If you listen very well today, the commentator said that a little touch of polish from Amorim is keeping Manchester United going bright. So that is a very good word to me, and Amorim is trying, despite the fact that he's just coming in. It's not a new thing that coaches try to adapt to
new leagues,
new team, and coming to the team immediately and then coping with the players is a big one for him. So I'm very certain that he will pick up. But if I should give him any advice today, I'll tell him that he should work with those that are ready to play for the badge and not to play for their names at the back of the jersey. Because some players, that is what they are there doing now. Like players like Garnacho. Garnacho
playing for the name at the back rather than the badge.
You understand? And that is not what that was not what we knew Manchester United to be. Manchester United players, despite the fact that they are even the world best, the best player in the world, like Cristiano Ronaldo, he was the best player in the world playing for Manchester United. He was still putting his body and soul, everything in the game. So players like Garnacho that have not gotten to the peak of the game yet are playing for their names. I don't know whether they have side chick impressing and they are killing us and they are impressing others. It's not good. So that's not what we knew Manchester United to be. So my advice to him is work with the players that are ready to play for the badge and then keep up the good spirit of winning the game. Forget about any criticism and just focus on your game and try and bring what will favor you yourself as the manager, because if there's any form of losing, any form of disbalance in the team, you are the one that will lose more than us the fans, because we are just here to support you, but you are the one benefiting the bigger share in all of this. So work with the players that are ready to play for the badge and then keep the game going smoothly.